So this year, which is kind of funny, I ended up going back to Foot Locker and was working there from the summer to current. So I kind of got an inside scoop on the sneaker world. All the shoes that I wanted, that I knew already that were coming out, I was able to have an easier chance than ever since the last time I was working at Foot Locker. So now it was kind of a nostalgic feeling for me, being that I used to work there. I'm at the same store I was at, kind of coming back home situation. So the expectations were, I would say, met this year, but it also was a little bit of a letdown because it wasn't that much shoe wise that Nike could have put out or Jordan brand could have put out that made me want to give them all my damn money. My most anticipated release of the year would have to be the Jordan 12 Cherry and the Reverse Grinch. Ever since that drop in 2022, with Anthony Davis wearing the Reverse Grinches, I think it was 2022. Wearing them on court, it was like a when is that coming out type shoe versus it being a shoe like it's just a red shoe with green stripes. It was presented as the Reverse Grinch after the real Grinches came out. So it was like I already wanted the regular Grinches, so I had to get the reverse, as well as it being an all red shoe, red being my favorite color. So that tied in. And then the Cherry 12s, I had that when I was younger. So me having that shoe as a kid, now I can get it as an adult, take care of it, wear it as frequently or as much as I don't wear half my shoes in this collection. But to know I have the opportunity to wear it, those are two shoes that I just had to have this year. Most overrated sneakers, Jordan SB4s. People not gonna like this one, but Reimagined 3s, Powerpuff Girl Pack, again, shoe that comes out every year, damn near every month. Panda Dunks. I'ma say this, people not gonna like it, but it is what it is. To me, it's overrated. The J Balvin 3s are overrated. The black ones that didn't even drop are the best ones, but people not gonna agree with that. That's fine. I think the Khaled 5s are better than the J Balvin 3s. It's my opinion. The most difficult would have to be the Jordan 12 Cherries, because with me working at Foot Locker, we had the kid sizes in already. We didn't have the men's sizes yet. It's the week of the shoe release. We're scrambling trying to figure out literally 2 days before the release, they come in. But me being me, I had to have the shoe. I went down the street to Athlete's Foot or Sports Plus, one of the two, and they let me pre-order it. So I just pre-ordered the shoe and had it. Come to find out, when we got the number, we got 12 or 24, one of the two, and I was still in the number to get a shoe if I wanted it. So I would have had the shoe regardless. Probably could have got it on my employee discount, but it is what it is. I got the shoe. That, and then again, the Kobe Grinch, the Reverse Grinch, because it's a Kobe shoe. All Kobe shoes, because of his untimely passing, the way the market is, only 2 stores got him down here, but we didn't know, nobody knew they got him until the week of the release. And when you play those week of the release games with a hype shoe, you never really get it. So you got to go through back channels to make sure you get what you get. And luckily, I got my shoe the week of the release. Oh, that's easy. The DMP 11s. The DMP 11s to me was a hype shoe. I was one of those people. It's the same shoe. It's the Concourse. It's this, it's that. Until I saw the shoe on people's feet. And then once I saw how crisp and how the leather looked, knowing that the leather plus the patent leather, it looked good. The sole kind of was still throwing me off at first. I'm like, the milky sole is gonna not look well. But then when I saw them, my god brother had them on. I saw them in person, then I got them in my hand. Yeah, I was clearly off that bandwagon. I had to have that shoe, and I got it. The most out of my wheelhouse shoe, I would say, would be my Uggs, the Weather Tasman Uggs, a hybrid shoe. It's a mix between a tennis shoe, because it has a thick rubber sole on it, and a regular UGG. So it keeps your feet warm, but it's not as uncomfortable as regular Uggs, because regular Uggs are flat as hell to me. But it's got enough cushion in it to where it's like a rubber shoe. You could probably get away with it if you go into the club and being like, you can't wear this, but it's got a nice orange sole on it. So you could get away with it if you wear the right fit. If you know how to dress, you could get away with it. So I think that would be, I saw it on Joe Budden. He wore them. I knew you was gonna do that. What the fuck?
I'm over here starving. My stomach doing backflips right now.
I saw the shoe on Joe Budden was wearing it on a podcast, and once he said it was a UGG, I thought it was like a regular shoe, a high fashion shoe, because he wears some off the wall things. And once he took it off, for whatever reason, and he showed it, and I'm like, oh, it's cool. Like I could possibly wear that. And now if you go look for the shoe in that color specifically, it's sold out everywhere. So I got on that well before it sold out. So top 5 for 2023 would be, starting at number 5. It's probably a sleeper pick for a lot of people. It's gonna be the red foams. Foams, I'm gonna say it, they're starting their comeback wave. A lot of people are not gonna like it. I don't care. A red shoe, red, my favorite color. It's always gonna be a go for me. I had them, I couldn't get them when they first came out, so I had to get them this time. That's number 5. Number 4 is the DMP 11s. I don't care what they're called, there's always gonna be the DMP 11. Enough said. Number 3 is the Reimagined Royals. A lot of people don't like it. Still sitting on the sites. Till you see the shoe, till you get it in your hands, you can't say anything. That shoe is a quality shoe. It's sad that it's still sitting on the shelves wherever it is, but that just shows y'all don't like sneakers. But number 2, another reimagined shoe technically, I guess, but satin breads. The satin on it is so buttery, it's clean, it's a classic braid shoe. I'm mad that it's a women's shoe specifically this go around, but luckily me, they stop at a size 12. Number 1, I don't think this is a surprise to anybody that knows me, but it is what it is. Reverse Grinch. Why? It's a red shoe. Why? Everybody that knows me knows I'm the Grinch. So, therefore, I'm gonna have the Reverse Grinch. Guess what? Y'all like my top 5? I don't give a fuck.